Hey there Facebook, it is Vanessa here again, your motivational speaker, trainer and head coach from Live, Love, Give. And today's message is one for all of you overthinkers out there. I want you to get the message that your overthinking is not protecting you, it's actually sabotaging you. And so many of us, when we look to create something in our lives that we haven't yet had an experience in creating, when we are going to go venture into that unknown, when we're going to try and get a result that we haven't yet attained and we don't quite know how to do it, we get stuck in this sabotaging way of being, and we oftentimes are so unconscious to it that's why I wanted to deliver this message to you guys, in the hope that it hits you as you need it, as you are stuck in your overthinking, as you are currently sabotaging your own success, because we all have this kind of archetype within us that sabotages us, and we have to become consciously aware of it and recognize that whenever we are sabotaging ourselves, it's because we are lacking our self-belief. It's because we're lacking self-esteem, and ultimately we need to wake up to what's really going on, because so many of us, we're trying to seek a guarantee before we get moving. We're trying to find a way, or somebody who's going to give us a guarantee that if we move forward in this direction, we're going to be successful. And you know what? Nobody can give that to you. Nobody, and so ultimately we think that we're like protecting ourselves. We think we're being really smart. We think that we need to be really logical about this. We need to work it all out, and we need to find that way to guarantee that this is a safe move to move forward. And the problem with that is it's never going to feel safe. If you haven't yet to experience it, it's never going to feel that safe. It's going to scare you. If you haven't done it, it's going to scare you. And ultimately, we need to venture into the unknown if we want to change our current reality, if we want to change the current results that we've been generating in our life. So get used to the fact that it's going to be scary. But what I like to think about is ultimately that same feeling of fear that gets generated in our bodies is the exact same physiological response as excitement. So if we know that venturing into the unknown and doing something that we haven't done is going to be scary, get used to that fact. We're going to be faced with our fears. Then ultimately, we can see that, okay, I'm going to have this physiological response to it, this psychological response to it, and ultimately it's up to me as to what I make that mean. I can say that the way I'm feeling in my body, it's so anxious, it's so scared, it's so fearful, and that means it's the wrong way to move. Or I can see that same physiological response, I can give a meaning of excitement. Excitement because I've never been there before. I don't know what the future holds, all the possibilities, all the growth, all the freedom that I'm going to access by taking this next move that I've never made before. And that's exciting. So if we stay trapped in the thought that we're in fear, we're anxious, and that means it's wrong, we stay stuck, we stay limited. If we change that and transform it to, I'm excited, I'm pumped, I've never been here before, I don't know what's to come, but I'm projecting positivity into my future, then we can move forward with excitement. Because ultimately, fear is merely a projection of pain in our future. We are expecting to experience pain in our future, and that's why we don't want to move forward. That's why we want to stay stuck here. And ultimately, when we can transform that to excitement, boom, you're energized, you're motivated, you are inspired, and you are going to move in the right direction, venture into the unknown, which is where we find a new level of our growth and potential. And ultimately, I'm really sending the message to you guys to jump and figure out how to fly on your way down, because I know in my own experience, like all of the best decisions that I have made in my life have been ones where I had zero idea how I was going to make that happen. My present self had no idea because I'd never been there before. But instead of projecting my same level of growth here in the present into my future self, into, not being able to potentially deal with the failure or whatever, instead of projecting that into my future self, I backed myself. As scary as it was, I decided I know no matter how this works out, I will always figure it out. I will always be okay. I will always learn a lesson that will help me grow so that I can handle the next set of challenges. And when you come at a decision like that, and you back yourself, you get out of your overthinking mind, which I'm always saying, your overthinking mind, whenever you are stuck in a state of confusion in your life, maybe you're faced with multiple different decisions, and ultimately that confusion is stemming from your overthinking mind trying to out-battle your internal wisdom. And you always have the answers within your internal wisdom. You just need to get out of your own way. Recognize, if I'm confused, I'm trying to protect myself in this subconscious, limiting way because my overthinking logical mind is thinking that it can't handle if I fail, if I don't succeed, I don't know what's out there, I need too much certainty. And ultimately we need to get beyond that. We need to recognize I'm confused. Okay, my overthinking mind is trying to out-battle my internal wisdom where I know I always have the answers within me. And ultimately that's that fear, that anxiety, that physiological response doesn't have to be fear. It could be excitement to all the possibilities that you are going to access once you move in the right direction and take that next step towards what you know innately is the right path forward. And you know that you'll regret not doing it. You know that. You know it inside of you. So start backing yourself. Start trusting yourself. And when you back yourself, even though you don't have the answers, that is when you start generating this level of trust within yourself, because you can never know what the future holds, but you can always be certain of your ability to figure things out. So tap into that. That is the only place of certainty that you're going to be able to get that certainty that you're trying to find in your external world and with the overthinking mind, and know that you have to back yourself in order to generate that level of certainty that you can access. So you've got to move in the right direction. Even though your current self might not have all the answers, you just know in which direction you're inspired to move in, no matter how scary. Remember, it is exciting. And that is really my message for you guys today. I've had that experience so many times in my life where I have sold everything in my life that I wasn't going to fit in my suitcase, and I've jumped on a plane with my last amount of money and traveled for 10 months, traveling around different countries. And I literally didn't know how I was going to make it happen each and every week. But you know what? It was really challenging. You know what? It was really scary. There were times where I only had literally a breadstick to eat in France, and I had no more money. And I didn't know how I was going to come up with the money for my accommodation the following week. All these different things have happened to me. But you know what? All that scary stuff is actually pretty exciting. And when you reflect back on it, you realize how much you can attain, you can achieve just as yourself. You know you can handle it. You know you can handle the challenges, and that's what gives you the courage, the strength, and the resilience to move forward to a new level of your potential and break through. So that is it from me today. I want to check in with you guys. Have you got any questions or comments or feedback for me? I'd love to engage with you right now. Like I say every day, if you haven't already, come on over and join me in the Limitless Potential Inner Circle Facebook community. There are 2,500 brilliant people in that community already. It is going off in there, and people are, sharing their experiences, their challenges, their breakthroughs. They want to support and challenge you to get to your next level of your potential. And I'd love to go deeper with you in that community. So make sure you click on the link above and join us. And also just send out a reminder to any of you guys who haven't yet jumped on a call with me. I'd love to meet you. I absolutely get so energized by getting to dive into your world wherever you are across this beautiful globe of ours, and see how I can support you in breaking through your current challenge. So make sure you book in one of those times with me as well, and I'm going to check in with you guys. So let me see. I think I've done something to the comments here. Hang on. Oh, okay, there's something going on with my chat roll. I can only see a few of you guys, and I can't see who's joined. I can only see comments, so I'm not sure if I accidentally clicked on something or this has changed. But I've got Mohammed and Christina and Mahia and Charlie. You're so welcome as always, and Jennifer and Scott And San Andres, good to see and hear. Good to see you joining me live. I love you being here. And Hernandez and Maury and Rashed. Hi Vanessa, thanks for your wisdom and commitment to us. Absolutely. And thank you so much for keeping on showing up. Sorry guys, there's something wrong with my chat room today, so I can only see a few of the comments. I can't see who's been able to join me, so I can't even thank you for being here individually. But really, that was my message for you guys, and I so appreciate each and every one of you guys joining. You guys rock my world. I'm so sorry I couldn't engage with you more today. That energizes me, so I'm feeling sorry for myself here, not being able to engage with you guys more today. But I am sending you all of my love, light, blessings, gratitude, energy, enthusiasm, everything extraordinary coming to you to wherever you are in the world today, day or night. I hope it's absolutely amazing. I'm going to flip the camera around as I sign off because it's been snowing all morning and I'm not sure you'll even be able to see it, but it's absolutely beautiful here in Utah in the mountains, snowing, it's freezing out there. So I am sending you all of my love and I will see you guys tomorrow. And there's a little bit of snow if you can see it. Not really. Usually you can see a whole big mountain out there, but yeah, just snowing and it's beautiful. Sending you guys all my love. I will see you guys tomorrow.